Warning, this video is meant for mature audiences and may not be suitable for certain people due to the fact that it has murder involved in it. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome to Mrs. Gross Podcast Production and Network. You are listening to the Tales of Growth Busters. Please be aware that this episode is made for mature audiences, contains mentions of murder. Listener discretion is advised. Do you like to be scared? Are you an adrenaline junkie? Does the feeling of suspense amuse you? If so, what is about to come next is for you. The Creepy Halloween Party, written by Edward Freer and narrated by Edward Freer. Creepy Halloween Party. Drake and Phil lived in the ghetto of New York City, where weird situations sometimes occurred. Drake is 18 and Phil is 15, and they are brothers that are good-looking and have spicy attitudes. One time they were playing football in the front yard, and they got to witness a drug bust. Another time, they got to witness a suspicious man breaking into a house just next door. Hey Drake, said Phil. Do you want to go to a creepy Halloween party with me tonight? Sure, I would, Phil, said Drake in an annoyed tone. Please let me finish my Xbox game. Extra loud. Don't forget your ghost costume, Phil reminded Drake. Drake yelled back, don't forget your vampire costume. On this cold October night, the brothers headed out for the creepy Halloween party. The party was located in an old abandoned house, which was right next to a graveyard. The house had been abandoned for 35 years, and there was no explanation to what had happened to the old man that used to live there. Drake said to Phil, did you know, according to a legend, the man who used to live here was killed and by the people in the graveyard on Halloween night in the house? Phil said to Drake, that is just made up, and is just another story which is supposed to freak everyone out. Phil asked Drake, do you actually believe in the legend? Drake said to Phil, of course not. I think it's just a made-up story and that nothing bad ever happened in this house. The brothers with jack-o'-lanterns that had lit up candles inside them and had some fake ghosts hanging from above the door. Despite the house being well decorated, the inside looked very spooky and dark. The boys rang the doorbell, but no one answered. Drake said to Phil, do you think we came to the right place? Phil said, of course we did. Phil said, I am going to see if the door is unlocked. It was unlocked, and despite the inside of the house looking dark, creepy, and spooky, the boys ventured inside. In the old abandoned house, they found none of the lights worked and no one else was there. When they walked into the living room, they saw the skull and bones of the old man who used to live there, laying across the couch. All of a sudden, they heard a noise coming from outside. Drake said to Phil, "Did you hear that?" Phil whispered, "Yes, I sure did." The boys stood still, deciding what to do. All of a sudden, they saw two people who looked very old and could have possibly crawled from their graves. The people were holding knives and running towards them. Drake said to Phil, "Run, and let's get out of here." But it was too late. As the brothers ran outside, there were over 100 dead people who came from the graveyard. The brothers were trapped, and they knew that yelling for help was useless. The dead people cornered them and chopped their heads off. They chopped the rest of the bodies up and hung the heads over the top of the door, removing the ghosts from where they had been. Then the dead people buried the brothers in the graveyard. No one ever heard from the brothers again, and when the police investigated the case of the missing brothers, all they found were two heads, and the bodies were nowhere to be found. Hi guys, it's Edward from Ethan and Edward, back with another little talk to you guys at the end of the video. Hopefully you guys liked it. Please like, comment, subscribe to Ethan and Ed's channel. Share it please in the videos. So yeah, I hope you guys had a great day, and please comment down on any of our videos. Thank you to Ethan for making this YouTube channel partnership possible. And yeah, just thank him because he's a really wonderful, awesome, and amazing guy. And I could not imagine sharing the channel with anyone else out there. So thank you, Ethan, for being a really fun guy to do videos with and a really awesome manager. So yeah, hopefully you guys had a great day. For your sports update, there was some sad news for us Langdon Edmore Munich Cardinal football fans. Our team lost to Kindred, which, yeah, we don't always agree with some of the calls that were made in that game. But it was a really close one, actually. It was 34 to 32 was the final score there. North Prairie Cougars actually won versus West Hope Glenberg or whatever. So North Prairie will be playing in the Dakota Bowl on Friday versus let's see, who do they play again? I think they'll be playing South Border, and then the other football team, Kindred, will be playing Dickinson Trinity. So that will be going on. Yeah, and then, let's see, what else? Yeah, that's about it. And then for girls volleyball, we got our girls, Langdon Edmore Munich, is playing on Monday at 3 p.m., which will be in Central Standard Time then. Because remember, don't forget, guys, to change your clocks back. And then after that, after our girls play, we got some other teams playing. And then there's some other stuff going on there. NHL, NBA, NFL, don't forget about all them guys. And yeah, that's about it for the world of sports. NFL's on tomorrow, so don't forget to turn your favorite team on. This is Edward from Ethan and Edward saying see you guys later.